Well, American consumers do know how inflation is eating into their pocketbooks, and that spells bad news for the economy and obviously the president's approval ratings. Let's bring in senior political analyst Brit Hume with a look at this. Good evening, Brit. You know, I tell you, this energy process and this administration's policy on it seems to fly in the face of trying to get gas prices down. But what are your thoughts?
Well, it looks to me as if this is an administration that was willing to sacrifice a lot on the altar of moving away from carbon-based fuels. And, you know, gasoline, obviously, oil, coal, natural gas, all those in the interest of trying to save the planet. And they seem perfectly prepared to let consumers pay higher prices, perhaps ever higher prices, toward that end. And the consequence of that, Brett, I think, is politically, you know, even if inflation in other areas of the economy subsides, if people are still paying these sky-high gasoline prices and other fuel prices, the feeling is going to be that this administration brought us inflation and it's here to stay. Yeah. Not good politically.
Right, and you look at those approval numbers, and they've been taking a dive. He's obviously had a success, the president has, in getting the infrastructure bill across the finish line. It looks a little bit more daunting for the reconciliation bill, but people are feeling it at home, and that's where that approval number goes?
Yeah, I think so, Brett. I think, and look, inflation is really a dangerous thing because it, you know, whatever other gains are made in wages and so forth are wiped out by inflation. And it damages your savings. As long as the Fed, if interest rates are low, it's going to be hard for people to, you know, to have savings to make the kind of gains that they want and need. It's really, it is about as corrosive a factor in American life as one can imagine, and it has remained at bay for many years now. And here it's back, and the Fed keeps telling us, no, this is transitory, and maybe it is. But if this administration is going to have, you know, anti-fossil fuels policy that continues to drive energy prices ever higher, they're not going to be able to convince people that inflation is under control, and it is the very kind of thing that they're going to take out on the party in power at the polls. I don't think there's much doubt about that at all. This is kind of politically insane to let this go on, and to shut down pipelines and not approve pipelines and end up begging Saudi Arabia to increase its production to offset the loss of energy here at home, I think is not going to sit well with the public, no question about it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, one of the first things President Biden did was the abandoning of the Keystone XL pipeline, but then the Nord Stream 2 pipeline over in Germany and Russia's efforts there went forward. You think that that is really a potent political baton, really, for the Republicans?
Oh, I do. I think it is. And look, I mean, we really had achieved something quite remarkable, owing in a considerable measure to fracking, which was encouraged and permitted under Republican administrations, and which this administration and other Democratic administrations in states around the country have resisted. You know, it's banned in New York, for example. But the effect of it was to make us energy independent. And anything that suppresses that and suppresses the flow of fuels from places where petroleum is mined and outside this country into this country and flows in pipelines into this country is only going to exacerbate the shortages and send the prices up. And in my view, it is probably unwise energy policy, and it is absolutely crazy political policy.
All right, Britt, as always, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.